The notions of ethics apply equally to both individuals and businesses. For individuals to be ethical, we abide by the laws and also follow the principles of judgment about right or wrong action as we behave. We also bear the responsibilities and consequences. But for businesses to operate ethically, who should make the decisions and bear the responsibilities and consequences? For sole proprietorships and partnerships, it should be the owners. But in the case of limited liability companies, where owners or shareholders are separate from the company, who should that be? It should be the board of directors. The board are appointed by shareholders to be the ultimate decision makers of the companies. For a company to be ethical, it has to be directed by an ethical board. How about the executives who actually handle the day-to-day operations of limited liability companies? And how about the shareholders of the companies? Let us go through this using the company we looked at in Module 1. In that company, John Mitchell works as a COO in the company set up by his university alumni, Barry and Emily. John is not a shareholder and has not made any investment in the company. As an executive, he is only an employee and his main responsibility is to do his job ethically and follow the board's decision. John owes his personal ethical behavior to the company, but not the ethical behavior of the company to the society. And for shareholders like Paul and Mary, they are separate from the company. They contribute share capital to the company, but they delegate all decision makings to the board of directors. For Barry and Emily, now they wear several hats as shareholders, executives, and executive directors of the company. It is the executive directorship that renders them responsible for making ethical decisions for the company. So, how can companies be ethical? Apart from maximizing companies' profits, companies must also look after the interests of its stakeholders and the society at large. From past experience, unethical company actions often emerged when companies put their profit-maximizing goals before the interests of their stakeholders. Unethical company actions may involve more than just financial aspects, which people usually expect. They can actually be found in other business functions like human resources, marketing, production, etc. Unethical company actions regarding finance include creation of false accounting records to make the companies look better, so-called cooking the books, or using gray areas in accounting standards to report more favorably about the company, also called earnings management. Other unethical behaviors that are indeed classified as illegal commercial crimes include insider trading on price-sensitive information by company directors, securities fraud such as falsifying securities trading, and briberies and kickbacks. Unethical company actions are often done by smart but unethical people, and many of these actions are beyond control by governments and laws. They can only be stopped at the company's board level by their decisions. And it is with this concern that a system of corporate governance must be put in place for limited liability companies, with respect to how directors should direct the companies and ensure that the company's actions are ethical. And in the corporate governance context, directors owe their fiduciary duties to shareholders in protecting and enhancing the values of their investment in the company. Directors must also observe and protect the interests of stakeholders, who also play their roles in helping the company to thrive. Companies should do the right things beyond just making profits properly. Corporate governance practices have gained tremendous attention and momentum for development in recent years. At the same time, there is an increasing outcry for companies to go beyond economic concerns and take up more of the social responsibilities on their part. And same in ethics, the decisions to fulfill corporate social responsibilities of companies rest in the board of directors. We shall examine corporate governance and corporate social responsibilities of companies in another module. Note also that for both matters, accountants have a heavy role to play.